Good morning. Welcome to the Better Business Workshop at breakfast. I'm Mark Dilks, and today's topic, still around from chaos to control, is what's your niche? And I'm joined today by my colleague, Mark Miller up in Nottingham. Hello, Mark. How are you doing?
Good morning, and yeah, it's going to be a good week. I think the economy is starting to really buzz. There's a lot of expectation happening around, so there's a bit of a sense of relief, and maybe things are getting back to some form of normal. So that's really good news. So the stuff we're doing today is very appropriate because we've got to start competing now that trade is going to build up, right, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely. Competition's coming back, right? So we've got to
Yeah.
make sure that we're set up and ready to compete against everybody else. But actually, today is about being able to compete in a way where we're not directly. It's about finding a niche, right, where we don't
Yep.
have competition. That's what it's all about. So, Mark, let's jump over into the slide deck. So, what's your niche? By the way, folks, before we kind of jump into this content, we've got a workshop again talking about restarting. We've got a workshop. It's a weekly workshop. It's like a drop-in, a bit like a clinic, at 12:30 today. We'd love to see you there. All around helping businesses, just reaching out to business owners right now and helping them to restart their businesses. You can find all the details of that over on our website. Just go over to miltonkeynes.actioncoach.co.uk/events and get yourself signed up for that workshop at 12:30 every Tuesday. So, Mark, what's our definition of a niche?
Yeah, wouldn't this be a beautiful place to be? And it's actually somewhere where we can reach, where
Mm,
we can charge pretty well what we like
mm,
within reason. But we can charge pretty well what we like. We're not governed by customers saying I can get it cheaper elsewhere. They're not
mm.
even talk to us about our prices because they see us as something that is worth the value that they're paying us. So we are so good, we are so different, we are so unique that they don't even think about going somewhere else on the basis of price. They are prepared to
Absolutely.
pay the price difference. So there's no competition from anybody else on the basis of price.
Yeah.
That's the way that I would see this, Mark, and I think it's kind of a utopia that definitely we can aim at. We can get most of the way there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly our definition of a niche is no price competition, right? So, let's be really clear that your proposition is so strong that you're not competing. If you're competing on price, then you generally tend to be discounting.
Mm.
So if you're finding yourself discounting a lot, it's because you're competing on price.
Yeah,
And actually, we want to compete, which means if you're competing on price, then you're not competing on value, right? And what you should be doing is offering the value of your proposition rather than just straight discounting. Because if you're discounting, you're competing on price.
yeah.
All right. By the way, folks, please remember to like and share and comment and follow us and get this stuff out to other business owners. So, Mark, if the definition uh, of a niche is no price competition, then how do we create our niche?
Well, it's very interesting. I'm working on a business at the moment with a colleague. We started a business that's serving small companies in terms of bookkeeping services, cleaning, warehousing,
Mm,
administration, etc. So we're working at this stage on this particular business actually, and which is what is unique about that. Well, nothing unique about bookkeeping. Well, there is if you've got a package which says to the owner that you can cultivate the staff at the same time, or that you can combine it with other services at the same time.
mm,
I love the story that got me really excited about this years back about a taxi driver. I think it was in the USA. But how do you make a taxi unique? Right?
mm.
How do you separate? Well, this person got into a taxi and they couldn't believe it. That the guy got out, had a cowboy hat on, opened the door, got in the taxi, and then the taxi driver said, "What you'll find there is two or three magazines. There's the local newspaper. There's a list there of the local cinema and the stuff that's going to be happening. There was a bunch of flowers in the back, and there was a refreshing fruit drink there if you wish. And there was something without, fruit juice, water, whatever. Please take your choice. Where would you like to go? Would you like to see the city first and no extra cost?" This became an experience, and suddenly this taxi driver was not price competitive because he definitely got
Mm.
an order to take the guy back again.
Yeah,
And this is what is unique. The goal in any business is picking out and working hard at figuring how do I offer something that nobody else has offered. It
yeah.
could be a package or a way of presenting yourself. It could be products, linked products, associations. We can work on this and we can end up with something that puts us in a really strong position.
Absolutely. So, Mark, there's a fine line when it comes to niche. It's not always about having something really unique around your product specifically, right? You don't have to create necessarily. It helps if you do, but some kind of amazing piece of intellectual property. It could be in the way that you just present yourself. There's another great example that I love to use. Go and Google this one, folks. Go and Google the Tuxedo Plumber. There's a guy in Alaska. I won't tell the story now because you've given a great example already. But folks, go and Google the Tuxedo Plumber up in Alaska. It's a brilliant story about how this guy was going out for dinner and he got a phone call from an elderly lady. And he said to his wife, look, I've got to go and help this lady. So they were on their way to dinner, they were going past anyway, and he dropped in his DJ, and the elderly lady couldn't believe that he'd come out to her to do her plumbing in his DJ. She didn't realize. Loads of PR, amazing business, and he built a fantastic plumbing business off the back of just going to see that lady in his DJ. So yeah, go and Google the story of the Tuxedo Plumber. So Mark, once we have a unique selling proposition, right, how can we reinforce that? And one great way that we can reinforce a unique selling proposition is by having a guarantee.
Yeah, these two components need work, they need thinking about. Again, give us a call and talk to us about ideas, but any business you can make unique. And the way that it's presented, that tuxedo example is exactly right, Mark. Then you can build up a loyal customer base. The other element is making the customer feel safe about stepping over that barrier of, I'm actually going to give you some money here, because we get this caution, this worry, this concern we were talking about before.
Yeah. No, one of our clients
even do a guarantee in that. So
yeah, one of our clients talked to him about, what's your guarantee? What's the pain point of your clients? And the pain point of the clients in the recruitment sector is that they employ a candidate, and the candidate doesn't get past the probation period. So, okay, well, how can you help overcome that? Well, screen the candidates really, really well. If you screen the candidates really well and do your job properly, then you can guarantee that the client will pass their probation or they get their feedback. What a great way, what a great way for that person's clients to want to work with them. Made a massive difference to their business. So there's always ways that you can find a guarantee in any business.
And one guy I was working with just recently, similar kind of business, just gave the guarantee on that service that if they don't pass probation, you get your money back. And he knew the risk was so low that the customer would feel safe and would step into the transaction. The guarantee is fundamental, and most of the time, 99.999% of the time, you just have to mention that you've got the guarantee, and that's enough. There's nobody actually going to invoke it from you. So it is absolutely worth working on, and any business can produce a guarantee structure.
And actually more so in the current climate. So what are people looking for right now? People are looking for trust, and they're looking for reassurance.
Yeah.
One way that you can give trust and reassurance right now is to offer a guarantee. And having a guarantee is a great way to differentiate yourselves from your competitors, and therefore to not have to compete on price. So that kind of brings that all together really nicely. All right, well done, Mark. In addition to that workshop that we're running at lunchtime today, which we'd love to see you at, you can come and join us over on our social media channels, where there's tons more content like this. So come and find us at the Better Business Workshop on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube. You could also, if you want to come and talk to us about how you develop your unique selling proposition or develop a guarantee, jump on a call with us. Just book a session at calendly.com/Action Coach Milton Keynes. And you can also go and sign up for that workshop at lunchtime over on the website at miltonkeynes.actioncoach.co.uk. We're going to be back here. If you don't see us at lunchtime today, we'll be back here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Mark, it's been absolutely fantastic to see you today. Thank you so much. Have a great day in this amazing weather that we're going to have.
Yep.
And I look forward to seeing you. Well, I'll see you at lunchtime, and I'll see you back here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Have a great day, Mark.
Perfect.
Bye now.